never thought I would ever say this, but I think I'm finally done with chemical sunscreens. I know it sounds dramatic. I am actually making it sound dramatic, but hear me out. They've worked beautifully for me for years, and I'm so glad that I started these very early on in my life. But now that I'm almost 40, my skin is just asking for something different, and honestly, so am I. So I started wearing sunscreen back in 2013 while I was still in India, specifically in Mumbai. I was on my paid internship at Procter & Gamble. I was making some money and I was like, why not spend it on skincare? And as I was always so much interested in skincare, I was like, let's try something new. And 2013, I think that was the time when sunscreen started to gain some traction. So I remember picking up this Cetaphil sunscreen. This was my first sunscreen. I remember it costed me 2,500 bucks, 2,500 Indian rupees, and that was too much for me. And at the same time, it felt like such a grown-up move. Even though at that time, I just knew about sunscreen, that it's there to protect your skin from the sun rays. But I had no clue there are different variations. There is chemical, there is physical. I didn't know. The only thing I cared at that moment is I wanted to try something new. Over time, I moved on to more affordable options like drugstore ones from Neutrogena, Lotus, and some others. I don't remember all the names exactly. And like most of us back then, I wasn't thinking about sunscreen, for this long-term usage. I just wanted to try it out. Social media wasn't big back then. There was no YouTube content. People were not consuming YouTube content as much as we consume these days. And sunscreen felt like, more like a nice to have and not a must have. Fast forward to 2016 when a lot of things changed in my life. I got married. I moved to Dubai. I became a mother, my first baby, and everything suddenly changed in my life. Skincare was my last priority. I wasn't even thinking about it. Back then, I was also in a full-time 9-to-5 job, managing work and a new responsibility back home. But in between all of that, somewhere I started watching beauty content. Late at night, nursing in one arm, phone in the other. I would say it was like my way of connecting to the me, which I was slowly losing track of. And that's when I truly learned. I started learning about skincare, about sunscreen, about ingredients. I realized this wasn't a luxury. It was a basic self-respect, at least for me. A tiny, consistent way to take care of myself in a world that constantly asked me to just give. So why the switch now? Honestly, my age and instinct. My skin over time has changed and I can feel it. Having lived in places like India, Dubai, Panama, also been to other places, other countries, the point being, I have seen my skin reacts differently in different climate. What worked for me 10 years ago doesn't feel right or enough now. Lately, I've noticed more sensitivity and these little age spots, especially around my cheeks and eye corner, they look like early signs of melasma. And no matter how many products I use, that morning dryness, it still shows up. Do you see these spots around my eye corner? There is something that's starting on the forehead area as well. If you can see, I don't know if you can see it clearly on the camera. This one on the forehead is like a new event taking place. This is new. And this is what really made me pause. It's like my skin is trying to tell me something. So I really paid close attention. And I started reading about it, like what these pigmentation, these spots could really be. And I started wondering that I have been wearing sunscreen religiously for the last so many years. So why is this happening now? And with several studies that I could found, I realized that it could be melasma. It could be, what we call in India, jhai. It could be that. So I started paying closer attention, especially the role sunscreen plays in our skincare. And the more I read and listened, it made more sense. Mineral sunscreens might actually be what my skin needs right now. So I've started this test a few days back and I will update you how this goes. Physical sunscreens are usually recommended for people with melasma and there is a solid reason for that. Unlike chemical sunscreens, which absorb the UV rays and can generate heat, physical sunscreens work by reflecting all of those UV rays, and that heat, especially when trapped under the skin, can make melasma worse. It can deepen the pigmentation and make the patches darker over time. So I have recently started my search for a good physical sunscreen, and by good I mean something that doesn't leave a gray cast or make my skin look ashy. And after trying few options at the supermarket, I came across these two from the brand Madagascar Centella, and I have to say they surprised me in the best way. These are the Airfit sunscreens from SKIN1004, the SPF 30 PA++++ version and the SPF 50 plus PA++++ version. The SPF 31 uses zinc oxide as its key UV blocking ingredient, while the SPF 50 combines zinc oxide and titanium dioxide. You will notice these ingredients listed high up on the label, and that's how you know they are doing the heavy lifting. But what makes these formulas stand out is that they just don't protect. They are packed with antioxidants, soothing agents, and brightening ingredients. Plus, both of them include niacinamide, which not only helps with acne but also supports a skin brightness over time. Let me show you how they look on brown skin. They're actually quite affordable too. I bought mine here in Panama at a local supermarket for $19 each. But if you're in the US, they're even cheaper on Amazon, just $15 for a 50 ml tube. That's pretty good for a sunscreen that performs this well. So today I'm applying SPF 30 on one side of my face and SPF 50 on the other. Now both of these need a little bit of effort to blend. Yes, they do need effort to blend. You do have to rub them in for them to disappear. Well, mostly disappear. They leave a subtle white cast, but honestly, it's totally wearable. I can still see a bit of it near my hairline, so I just go in again with my fingers and blend it out. Now, this is me after 15 minutes of wearing these two sunscreens on either side, and this is after I've done just my brows and cleared up my hairline. If you're wearing makeup on top, this little bit of white cast won't be visible at all, even to you. It just kind of disappears into the base. I actually got the SPF 30 originally for my husband, but let's be real, I sneak it in for myself too. Now between the two, I feel the SPF 50 takes a little longer to rub in. And for men, especially with beards, it might feel a bit trickier to work in completely. And look, even though I have these two physical sunscreens, I will still go back and finish my other chemical sunscreens that I have. Because I've invested in them, I'm not about to waste my money. So you might see me in my upcoming videos at times wearing chemical sunscreens too, the ones that I have. Or if I get a brand collaboration where it's a chemical sunscreen, they want me to try it on, I might try it on just for you guys. My main focus is to shift to physical sunscreens. Until the day we have the chemical formulas that work beautifully for melasma prone or ultra sensitive skin, this is where I will be experimenting. I know many of you, like me, didn't grow up with, proper skincare routines. Maybe you still think of it as a luxury, or maybe you're using, one product for years until somebody, some of your friends or someone, drag you to a Sephora or to an Ulta, or you finally get yourself a derm consultation. And I get it, like we are busy, we are cautious with our money, where to spend it, whether it will be worth it or not to spend so much money into skincare products or not. And to do all of that trying, testing, buying, I'm doing it for you. So yeah, if you're someone who has been sticking to chemical sunscreens for all these years, I'm not telling you to go and throw them out, not at all. But if your skin is changing, or if you just feel like you want to try something gentler, these could be worth considering. And with that note, this is Neha signing off. I'll see you all in my next video. Until then, stay tuned, stay beautiful.